men, women and people associated with the military, they find it less comfortable to ask for help than their counterparts in civilian street. There's this association and a stigma attaching asking for help with a sign of weakness instead of a sign of strength. So by the time people ask me for help, they're probably further down the track of mental health deterioration than they will their counterpart in civilian life. That journey is, I put it in 3 fundamental steps. Step 1 is encouraging them to be able to talk freely in a trusted and safe environment about what's going on in their head. To also get out in the fresh air and back to nature. We are animals, that's very therapeutic in itself. Secondly, avoid isolation. Because a lot do go hide away and isolate when they start having negative thoughts or traumatic thoughts. And that's the time they need to be socialising the most. Avoid isolation, promote socialisation, and that's what we do in our naffy breaks. And thirdly, give them the support and professional expertise they need to get back on track and, you know, reorientate back into the community and take their part in life's journey.
Over the time when he was coming in, he always kept quiet, he always kept his eyes looking, and he'd listen to people and watch people, but he never said much. But when he did speak, people were always in awe of him and wanted to listen. But we always noticed that he started standing taller and taller and taller. So we got so much delight out of coming here that we have a naffy break. Then we get invited to other places to go for meals, and we all get together and the different forces get together. And it's not just to say what your experiences are, it's so they're not stuck in the house looking at 4 walls. And it's a pleasure to come in here and see people new come in, get to know them and let them know that they're not on their own. We've all got problems. I might not saved in the thing, but I have mental problems. And when you look at people and you can't put a stigma on them, and you look at them and say, what's wrong, why aren't they smiling? And you walk in, you're worried about who they are, who you're with. And then when you find out and you get talking and they open up, we're all the same. We are all the same, going through the same things we all suffer through, maybe be health, wealth or anything. But more of these places are brilliant.
It's a lot of our own efforts, but without the likes of Steve and without the likes of Dave giving you that push from behind, and they're always there behind you. No matter whether you think you're on your own, you know, they're always on the end of the phone and they'll give you a good push if you need it. This helped me in 3 weeks, this got me a lot better than 11 weeks in a section. It's fantastic. You know, I've lost 8.5 stone in weight. I'm fit again. I'm living like a human being again. I don't cower in corners anymore. I'm open, I'm happy, I'm active, I never stop smiling, and that's all thanks to VIS and thanks to the lads here.
Because even though Steve and the rest of his team is great on the holistic care side, sometimes it needs to be that neutral person, someone out the way, who has an understanding of what they're talking about, so they don't feel there's any patronisation there, but they can get the point across. Once they start talking again, then they start talking openly in the naffy breaks. And as you've seen today, it's very buzzing out there. There's a few kids running around, it's a lovely family atmosphere. There's a couple of guys out there with dementia who sort of keep on ringing me up every single day to ask me when it is, because they know when it is, but they're not sure when it is. We can handle that, it's no big deal. Worst problems to have, I suppose. We've had quite a few guys come in, present with something, and by the time they've been just the naffy breaks and been in there for a few months and chatting away with the lads and getting out on the walks and feeling part of something, the big issue that they thought they had isn't really as big as what they thought, because it's shared between many, and the anxiety levels have come down, the anger levels have come down. We'll work away with a little toothpick at any dependency issues and get them down as well. So it's just from past experience, what I've been through, what I thought we needed, with what I've been through, and every person that comes through, like, sort of, it has a say in what we do. It's very much peer support led. Even though me and Steve run the charity, it's not our charity. It's up to the guys out there to say, look, we think it needs to go that way. We do a lot of feedback forums, we listen to an awful lot. And again, it's like a forces thing, sort of. Any good leader's got like one mouth and two ears, so you should listen twice as much as what you speak. And we never point fingers, because you start pointing fingers, there's always 7 pointing back. So it's about sort of working together, but doing it in an organised way so everyone knows what's going on, so we can hit the maximum, the optimum level we can go to all the time. And if it's not working, we'll look at it, we'll dissect it, we'll pull it apart, and then we'll do something that's right. Again, it's the forces thing. If you go and attack a beach and you don't quite do what you should do, then you reorg, you look at your strategy again, and you go for it again. You don't just walk away with your hands in your pocket sulking. We haven't got that luxury to do that. But it's just a marvellous thing to be involved in. We have a lot of mums turning around to us saying, you know, you've given me son back, you've given me daughter back, and it's just, you know what I mean, couldn't ask for a better job. It's hard at times, it's tough, but like I said, I've got PTSD, that's never going to go away, but I deal with it. But I know now, when I'm starting to wobble a little bit, I've got the right people to go and talk to with the right support. And I have no problem now in openly turning around to anyone and saying, I had a bit of a wobble last night. Nothing's hidden anymore because there's no shame in it.